Busy day. I need to clean up my room, my game room, so I can shoot a couple of videos, a couple for the main channel. But before I do all that, I need to reorganize this shelf so I can get my Atari ST, the new stuff that I got, up on here. But before I do that, I need to fix the air conditioner again. Now, this is a new problem. It's blowing, but this stupid thermostat keeps popping off of the wall because of this right here. The paneling that I put up is starting to bow, and therefore I need to nail it down. I need to actually make it a little bigger, so because what's happening is it's popping up and pulling this off the wall a little bit, so it turns off, or it's not connected anymore. So it's like 80 degrees up here right now. So I gotta nail this down. I know it's a temporary solution right now. I need to really kind of drill it out a little bit bigger so even if it bows, it doesn't pull this out, but I'm lazy. I don't feel like moving all this stuff to keep the sawdust off of it. So I'm just gonna nail this down for now so I can get it cool in here and actually stand being up here. But before I do that, my nail gun battery is missing. So now I have to find the battery and then charge it. So this is great. This is awesome. Battery. But you know how I set the phone down right here on this previous clip? This thing literally fell off and landed right there on the tile. How this phone survived, I don't know. This is not working because it's just going into the drywall. Come on. Out of nails. All right, it's back working. Hopefully it'll start cooling down in here pretty soon. So to make room for more Atari ST games, I had these boxes extended all the way on here than this shelf. And so I'm just going to empty the shelf. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the Atari ST boxes are taller than this, so I'll have to lay them down, but at least they can go somewhere. I'm going to move these to my NES shelf that's over there, temporarily until I figure out a better solution. Now, I realize that this is not the most efficient way to put these on the shelf with less space because I have them facing forward. However, I like it like that. I mean, I want to display my favorite games, and just whenever I come in here, I look at them, I see the amazing, beautiful artwork on them. It reminds me of how awesome a time I had with those games, and I just enjoy it. So I'm going to take my favorite ones and do it like that, and then I'm going to put the ones I've never played, or it's like they don't really mean much, I'm going to put them up here, just kind of like that. So, also, I need to do a video on this game right here. It was my first actual PC game. All right, so here we go. I got a couple more games downstairs I need to put up, and then I have that area for expansion because I'm going to try to get some at Retropalooza in Arlington as well at the end of September. For whatever reason, there's usually people selling Atari ST games at Retropalooza in Arlington. Don't know why that is, but great. But yes, space there for that. Sick of this. Yeah, I hate the fact that I bring these things out to play them so I can sit on this couch. I need to figure out a better way. I'm just going to take off from the gym. I'm not going to go to the gym today because I could really, really stand to use those extra couple of hours to reorganize this stuff, fix it up so I can be able to shoot some videos. I got way too much work to do today. And I need to start on the next Game Chaser episode, start editing that up as well. So too much to do today, so I'm gonna skip the gym. It's back day anyway, and my back's already a little bit sore from the deadlifts that I was doing Tuesday, so a little extra day of recovery ain't gonna hurt me. Underneath this table I just found some of my scripts. Actually, this is for Game Chasers, just talking points, what I needed to talk about in the episodes. Here's the Mario Odyssey review that I did on the main channel. It's a lot of typing. I think these are like when I was coming up with like top 20 lists and stuff. It was more of the Odyssey one. Here's Oh, this is for the sponsored video. Like whenever I do a Top 5 Friday, and it's sponsored by like a mobile game like Vikings and stuff like that. That's the stuff that I have to talk about, and they are very strict. Sometimes I've had to redo things over again because I say a word incorrectly, or I don't say it in the right way that they want me to say it. Those things are great. They kind of help in part make up for like the low CPMs and the algorithm screw job that the channel goes through. I don't like doing them, but it's become a necessity, and it helps. I mean, I don't get a ton off of them or anything, but it does help supplement what I've lost over the course of the year. To refile all this stuff. Look at this. These are games that I did videos on and talked about, but I tend to just do the video, then I'll leave them on the coffee table just because I'm lazy and don't want to put them up. And the fact that I want to go ahead and just go run down to and start editing in ASAP. So a lot of this stuff I still just have laying around, so I have to file it out, put it back up on the shelves, put all this stuff back in there, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see I don't know how well this is gonna work, but snap. Okay, I'm being lazy. I don't want to do this. Okay, actually, no, snap. Yes, okay, that's better. I definitely need a vacuum, but that is better. I need to clear up. That's trash. I need to throw that out. But you get the point. It's much better now. Now I realize that that's kind of haphazard there, but that's a lot of what I use to capture game footage. That's the Retron best image, so that's what I'm going to use. The RetroPie, that's what I'm going to use to capture game footage. Also, it's the streaming stuff, the Elgato. I don't know. I haven't been streaming. I haven't streamed in probably like 2 to 3 months. I used to maybe like every couple of times, two or three times a month I would stream, but I haven't been streaming lately, and it's just, I don't know. A few reasons for it. The main reason is, I mean, I don't know. I'm just, well, I guess let me just kind of go into that a little bit more because it's probably long and drawn out. What was I playing recently on the Atari? Miniature golf. It's a simple game. I like it. It's actually pretty fun. Also, before I get into running my mouth about the streaming stuff, look at this. This is actually one. I don't know if I showed a lot of this on my room tour on the main channel. I definitely didn't have as much stuff in here, but here's some of the magazines that I keep. A lot of like old sci-fi magazines. Starlog, I really like Starlog. War of the Worlds, one of my favorite 80s shows. The first season. The second season was absolute trash. They ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. And there I do have a few comics down there. I'm not a huge comic collector, but I have a few. And then this I definitely didn't have in my room tour because I found this display at a gas station. It was empty and they were about to throw it out, and I just asked if I could have it, and she said yes. So I'm using it right now for VHS. I don't know if I want to permanently use it for VHS. I could switch it over and use it for games, but like right now, that was the best place for it. And since it was right next to the VHSs, and I do have a lot of VHS, I just decided to fill it up with that. But it definitely would look cool with Atari games, boxed Atari games. Maybe move some of those up into there. I don't know. We'll see. While I'm on the subject, yes, this is my office right now. I have a problem. I can't say no to stuff that's given to me. And I'm always looking for new stuff at a thrift store. I mean, I have a show dedicated to this stuff. Of course you know that. But I'll do an office tour at some point. Probably on the main channel, actually, because I'd want to make it a really, decently edited video. But you can kind of see some of the stuff that I've accumulated over the last few months. And I have a really bad problem of like, I will get this stuff, I will bring it into the house, whether it be the garage or my game room or here in the office, because it's literally right next to the front door. So I'll come in, dump the crap off, and then just be on my merry way and lay down. And then months go by and it's still here. I'm bad about that. I'm horrible about that. I think They say that creative people are the most disorganized people. That is 100% true for me. I am the least organized person I probably you'll ever meet, because I'm a scatterbrain. But I will pick up like this little TV up here. That's an awesome TV. I want to hook up an Atari to it and put it upstairs in the corner. So I'll just, or maybe not the Atari, but maybe it's another system, an old school system like Odyssey or something. I don't know yet. But all this stuff is, yeah. It's so much stuff. All these baseball, these things right here were given to me by a vendor. I didn't buy them. Everybody was cleaning up, leaving, and he just came up to me and just gave me this stuff and said, just take it home. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I mean, what am I going to do? I'm not going to throw it away. And this actually looks kind of cool. It's like, what is this? It glows in the dark. I've never seen this stuff before, but it looks cool. And that's where my problem lies. If something looks cool, I want to keep it. I'm a hoarder. I am a hoarder, and I have a problem. I gotta fix that problem though, because having a kid, you don't have as much money, you don't have as much room. So both of those things are needed to keep accumulating this stuff. So unless it's given to me these days, I'm probably not going to get it. I don't know, but right now I need to find a place for this. So I'll vlog myself fixing this stuff up here at some point, I guess. Maybe. Scatterbrain, and I'm going over like so many different subjects right now. Probably talking so fast I'm cutting myself off on these clips. But I'm going to do I'm going to show you guys an awesome salmon recipe later today in a separate video, so stay tuned for that. So why don't I stream very often? I don't hate it. It gives me a chance to interact with people directly, but I don't feel like I'm very good at it. I don't feel as though I am very like I'm okay with interacting and talking to people. I'm okay with playing the games, but when it comes to doing both at the same time, I just don't feel like I'm very, like if I'm trying to concentrate on beating a game or playing a game, it's hard for me to talk to people. And I feel like if I'm not talking to people, then it's like, what's the point of streaming and you know what I mean? Where it's like long periods of time where I mean, I say anything because I'm really concentrating, and I've heard people say that, especially Melvord, man, dude, it was so boring. You were just playing the game. It's like, okay, well, what do you expect? I'm actually trying to actually beat this game or do something like in the game that requires concentration. So I guess my mind is not wired to do both at the same time. I mean, it's, you know, that's fine. It's whatever. Now, do I have to concentrate 100% on the game at all times? I don't know, but I like to. I don't like to go up there and look the fool because I'm dying in a game that I'm usually pretty good at. You know what I mean? And maybe that's just a pride thing. Maybe. Being prideful over kid games, and then what a thing to be prideful over, right? But I don't know. Maybe I'm just being silly with it. Another thing is, like, I'm on the fence about the whole like donation thing and all that. Like, I have no problem with people that do that stream and take donations. It's one way to look at it is, you know, you're entertaining people, and if they want to throw you a few bucks, that's great. It's the same. I equate it really to, and it really is like this, like somebody playing the violin in the subway, and people throwing quarters into their case or their hat or whatever. That's really essentially what it is. This type of entertainment for free money basically has been going on since, well, forever, for as long as man's existed. You know, I think of also those dudes that have the little monkey, and the monkey goes around and does stuff, and then it brings money back into the dude, and he's sitting on the corner back in the 20s or whatever. I mean, that's been a thing. Now it's just digital, and you can reach a bigger audience, but it's really the same thing. That's fine if you want to do that, but I don't know. Me, I would much rather put my time into making a really good video that's gonna be uploaded and be there forever, so people can come back and enjoy again and again. That's what I prefer to get paid on. That's what I prefer to people to, and they're not really paying me directly. I get paid through the ads that get played on the videos. I don't even take anything out of the Patreon, so nobody directly supports me unless I'm streaming. And I will say that, I mean, it is nice when that does happen, especially when you're streaming for a night and people are generous enough to say, hey, thank you for the entertainment. Here's a few bucks your way. I mean, it's nice. It's nice having, after a night of streaming, being able to say, oh, my electric bill is paid for this month. Well, actually, take that. But for me, it's about 5 nights of streaming to pay the electric bill. But you get the point. You get what I'm trying to say. So it's like I feel I've always felt weird about just taking free money. But I have to look at it as, I guess, I am entertaining people for like a couple hours a night, and it does. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's nice getting a few bucks doing that. I mean, it really is. It's just that I don't feel like I'm good at it, and I don't feel like it's not what I want to do all the time. I may fire it up and do it a couple of times a month again, but I'll never be like, this is what I want to constantly do. I'm not that kind of a guy. And I don't mean that in terms of taking a morality stance or anything like that. I'm not that type of guy. I'm just not a streamer. That's not how I'm built. Some people, God, I look at these dudes, like this one dude, Ninja or whatever. I just read, I didn't even know that this guy existed, but then I'm hearing that he makes like $250,000 like a month or something like that. Something crazy. I'm like, are you kidding? It's like, wow, maybe I should stream, but it's like, no, I'm no way in the world I would ever come to like 0.000%, 1% of that. You know where I was going with that. It's there has to be a lot of stars lined up for you to get on that level, but it's just crazy to think about that. Like that's like he's set for life, right? And I've said in other videos, I'm not motivated by money, but having all your bills taken care of and having everything taken care of, so that way you can actually pursue the things you really, really, really want to do and have passion about. That's what motivates me. But I have to think about things like, well, not currently a car payment, but future car payment, mortgage, insurance, electric bill, all that stuff that adults have to do. I have to think about that stuff and do things that bring in that income. But I would love it if one day I could just be like, money's not an issue, so now I can actually do the things I'm passionate about and devote 100% of my love for what I love to do into that, and not have to worry about doing it because I need it to bring in an income, if you know what I mean. There's so many things I would love to do, but it's just I have to prioritize things being an adult, which makes me wish that I had started or envisioned all this stuff sooner, and especially like when I was younger. And I had a lot of ideas younger back in the day that I was just so lazy I just didn't do. I had the time, I was just working a 9-to-5 job, and I'd get home and just like watch movies and play video games. Wish I had the foresight to really actually start doing those projects while I had more time to do them and not have to worry about. I don't know, but so I don't know. Maybe I'll fire up and do some streams here, a few times a month or something again. But as it stands now, and one other thing too that prevents me from doing it to a degree now as much is the fact that I work during the day, and usually the best streaming time is in the evening or night. I guess I could stream in the afternoon, but then I'm taking away time from editing and working on other stuff. But, you know, when it comes to nighttime, you know, that's when my son comes home, and I just kind of want to chill with him and, you know, hold him and just be there. And I don't necessarily want to have him like, oh, hey, nice to see you. Now go into the other room while I go up and stream for 2, 3, 4 hours, and not see him that day, basically. So I don't want to do that either. So that's another reason why I'll never I can't ever foresee myself doing it like 3 or 4 times, 5 times a week. It's just not going to happen. But at the most, maybe like once a week, maybe 5, 6 times a month on a good month. Maybe we'll see. It's just I have to be in the right mindset and the right mood to do it. And just the last couple of months, I just really haven't been in the mood to do it. But anyway, thank you for watching this. And I'm going to actually now, before I shoot all my stuff that I need to shoot for the main channel, I'm doing a Top 5 Friday, and then I'm going to do a talk on emulation, just to get some videos up this week. And then this weekend, I'm probably going to go to the studio, and then early next week, go to the studio and shoot some videos with the other guys that are going to get edited up for next week on the channel. But I just need something to go up today, so I'm going to do a couple of videos now. But before I do that, I need to eat because I'm starving, and I'm going to show you an awesome recipe that I found years ago and kind of tweaked and put my own little spin on it. And I want to do that for you guys and see how you like it. So yeah, I'm going to do that later.